Hey, this Porsche Tony. This is another episode going from an 8 ball all the way to a brick. Um, so in today's episode, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the creation of the 33rd precinct, how it came about, what happened, what was going on in that area. You understand what I'm saying? Now, from my understanding, the 33rd precinct came about in '94. You understand what I'm saying? Um, the 34th precinct, which was the precinct of that time for Washington Heights, which it still is, you know what I'm saying, is one of the two. Now that since the 33rd was created, uh, the 34th was all the way from Inwood down all the way to 155th, where Washington Heights, where it begins, and all the way to the end. So it begins in 155th. You understand what I'm saying, and all the way to Inwood. The Dykeman up there. You know what I'm saying? So now, during that time, it was a lot. The crime was at an all-time high. The crack epidemic, is kind of dying down, but the crime is still high. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit going on. Um, People were pushing. The 34th precinct was spreading itself thin. You understand what I'm saying? For the area that it covered, you understand what I'm saying? The precinct was too small. So during the in the 80s all the way up until the 90s, you know what I'm saying, people were pushing to get another precinct, you know what I'm saying, to alleviate, the 34th precinct, so they could be able to handle the crime in the area. And it started, I believe it was like in the late 80s, and then it took up all the way up to the early 90s for them to get the precinct. You understand what I'm saying? And it was just so much crime, and young millionaires, you understand what I'm saying? Young Dominican millionaires, and going around driving exotic cars, and motherfuckers was just shooting shit up, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of drug related crime, and fiends everywhere, you understand what I'm saying? That there were, blocks that the cops they wouldn't even go to. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was so hot, you know what I'm saying? And you just couldn't get caught because you know what I'm saying. If somebody saw you, you weren't supposed to be there. They just start shooting at you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how the 33rd precinct came about during that time. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the crime, the drugs, all the shit that was going on. To alleviate 34th precinct, take some pressure off of them, they created 33rd precinct. You understand what I'm saying? Which the 33rd precinct, it covers from 179th all the way to 155th, and now the 34th covers 179th and above all the way up to Inwood. You understand what I'm saying?